leopard print winter door hanger. So I just have my round here, and I already painted it white. That's kind of our base color. So I went ahead and got a couple coats of that done. Fan here. Actually, I'm hot. May leave the fan on, huh? So, how is everybody with Christmas decor? Is it still up or is it down? Tell me if yours is down. Sometimes I've taken it down on the 26th and it's still up, but I'm enjoying it. So we're leaving it up. So here's where we're starting. Sounds like the wind is hitting your phone. It actually was pointed towards the phone. So tell me if it sounds better now, sis. Okay, so here's this. The first thing that we're gonna do is paint a black stripe across the middle of it because our door hanger is actually gonna say Hello Winter. So if you saw the picture I posted a little bit ago, it's really pretty. Leopard print, says Hello Winter. And I've got two that need to ship out. So I thought you might as well help me make one now. Sounds better. Okay, good deal. So now it's just blowing on my feet because, you know, hot. So, I wish I could show you guys what I got for Christmas. It's the best thing for a crafter. It's this little rolly cart that has everything that I need. So it's just right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of measure and tape off what I need. That's going to be black. And I think it's going to be about 5 inches across. So we'll see if I'm about right. So I got my painter's tape here. And I'm just going to section off the area that I want to paint black. I guess I better figure out, kind of look at this and see what I want the top to be. Yeah, we're good there. So, okay. So this is about, I think this is 1.5 inches painter's tape, which that part of it really doesn't matter because you're just kind of creating the section that you want to paint. Let's see if we can level here. Okay, so then I have my little tape measure here. I'm going to measure, like I said, the cutout that we have that says Hello Winter is about 4 inches. So I think we need our black stripe here to be about 5. So I'm just going to kind of mark it here. And then another piece of painter's tape is going to kind of go on the top. So I'll show you now. So this is where I measured. This part right here is 5 inches from top to bottom. So that's, we're going to paint all of this black, and then our stencil is going to go there that says Hello Winter. And this is going to be leopard, and this is going to be leopard. So it's super cute. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the black painter's craft paint. And the black usually goes on really quick, so hopefully we won't be here for hours tonight getting this finished, and it'll go really quick. Well, sis, it's just you and me, it looks like. So this door hanger in particular has been pretty popular since after Christmas. A lot of times nobody knows what to do. You take down your Christmas decorations and then your house is just kind of sad and boring, and this one has been really fun. So it's already shipped out to let's see, Georgia, I think, maybe North Carolina. So then I have another one going to South Carolina and Texas. So that's fun. Are you using, no, just a plain old little brush. I think there is some, I got that package right here though. It was a good purchase. Maybe I'll have to do one of those videos where you speed it up so it looks like I painted this super fast. Time lapse, yeah, that's what I was thinking, time lapse. Okay, so here's the first coat, a black stripe, just plain black, nothing fancy. I'm gonna dry it a little bit real fast. So here's something fun, and Alyssa, you can tell me if you did it too. Last night I watched the Masked Dancer. Have you ever watched that? It's kind of interesting. I had never watched any of those shows before, but it was pretty funny trying to figure out who it was. Of course, I didn't know who it was when they unmasked the person, but it was interesting. They were so excited about it, but you never watched it? No. It was Ice-T last night is the person who they unmasked, and there were definitely some clues that you could pick up on that would have led you to think guess that it was him. They didn't guess it, but alright, let's see how this is looking. I'm going to let that dry for just a minute, and then I'm going to work on so here's our stencil. Mr. Twisted Tea, who's that? I don't know who Twisted Tea is. Ice-T, like he was a rapper, and now I think he's on TV. Well, I know he's on TV, but so here's our stencil that's going to be where the black stripe is. So I'm just going to get the transfer tape onto here so that we can then put it onto our door hanger when it dries. So this is our transfer tape here. This is what we use to get our stencil from this. Oh, okay. Then I'll know what you're talking about. Off of here onto our wood. You might have seen me use this before. So we just have to cut it the same size as our stencil. Well, did Zach get his dinner, Alyssa? Okay. So I'll just cut this off. I'm done with that one. Yeah, he did. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut off all this extra. It's too bad that you can't have music playing when you're live, but it's a big no-no. Okay, so I have my transfer tape on over the top of my stencil, so then I'm just gonna press it really good with my little, if you have a Cricut machine, you would know what this little tool is. It's kind of used for everything that you do with a Cricut. So I'm gonna get this on here really good. And we'll probably start painting some leopard. I think it shakes every time. You actually can't play music, or else I would have music going, is what I said, is what I mean. Okay, so transfer tape is on that, so now it's going to transfer really easily from off of our vinyl here onto our door hanger when we're ready for that. So I'm going to start painting some leopard spots. Set that over here. Okay, so this part is where the Hello Winter is going to go, and so this part and this part are going to be leopard. So I am going to use, I've painted leopard a couple of different colors before, but what I'm going to do for this one is just plain brown. So I'm going to start with that to make our spots here. Okay, and the best thing you can use that really kind of does the trick with this, find the right one, are these stencil brushes. So they're actually made for like the stencil that we're gonna put on. This says hello. They're totally flat at the top. So you don't want to, when you have a stencil, you don't want to paint back and forth like this. It will get through the lines. So these are made that when you go to use them, you push down just like that. So you don't paint with these, you just go just like that. So that is how we get a really great leopard print. So, okay, so I have my brown here. Just gonna kind of dab that in there. So with leopard, what you want to do is nothing has to be perfect. So that's the good thing about it, is that you can just make some circles and just all kinds of different shapes, and they don't have to be the same. So I'm just going to kind of start on the edge and just kind of go around a little bit. And then the next one, I might make it all the way like a circle. And then the next one kind of goes like this. You might have a really tiny little spot. And you might have a really big spot. You see how that kind of starts it? So you just kind of do, and you can go to the edges if you want, all the way to the edge of like your door hanger, so it looks like it's just painted right up to the edge. Now my tape, I'm gonna have to go back and fix that a little bit when we're done, but so you might have ones that are not totally together there. It's kind of fun. You can just do it however you would like. And then what we'll do is use a smaller little stencil brush to come back and do the center part of it. And if anybody is interested in making making your own, I have a kit available, so you can purchase the kit and learn or make your own at home. It will come with your supply list, and it'll come with the round door hanger, your vinyl, and the bow that we're going to put on the top of it. So we'll have all of those things. You could just paint whatever colors you want and kind of make it your own. So that's fun. I'll put the link here in the comments in just a second. Okay, so can you see what we have going on with that little leopard? So now I'm just going to flip it over and do the same thing on the top. So again, can be big little spots, can be small ones, just whatever you want. And it goes pretty quick and pretty easy to do. Okay. So there's the first step. We got leopard on the top and bottom. So I am going to put that link to the, so you'll see the winter door hanger kit box is what I'm gonna list for you. It is, get this on here. Okay, so there's the link if you want to purchase the kit. So the kit is $30. Like I said, it will come with the round, so just a blank, you know, the plain round. It won't have the white or anything. It'll just be a plain round like this one. It will have your supply list, so you'll know what you need as far as how many paints. You could use whatever color you want, but it'll have the list of however many paints you want. It'll have your own stencil that says Hello Winter with the transfer tape on it, so that'll be ready to go, and a bow. So that will be everything, and then you can just put it all together yourself. Okay, so I'm going to take the blow dryer to this real fast. Okay, so now we're going to come back and paint the little spots in the middle of our leopard print. So this is one of the paints I like to use. It's actually metallic gold, but it's really pretty, and it works perfect for that leopard print spot that goes right in the middle. You don't need very much of this at all. Okay, so then I had the bigger stencil brush for the big spots, and now I'm just going to use a much smaller one to kind of do that inner little spot. So then you kind of do the same thing with this, which I need to flip this around probably. So your paint, the gold paint that I'm using, you just kind of go right in the middle. And if you had, you know, kind of a crazy different looking spot there, it's okay. You can put one little drop. You can put a whole stamp of drops, but just kind of make it however you want it to look. So then it really starts looking like leopard print. I kind of like to leave some that you can see the white kind of in the back of it too. See how that is? Super cute. Super, super cute. Now you could also kind of mix a little bit of the brown with this gold to kind of give it just a lighter color, not be quite so gold, but it would still kind of have that metallic look to it. I think I need a little spot right down here. And there. So who's interested in maybe making their own? It's a super fun little project to do over Christmas break. And then you take down your Christmas stuff and you have something ready to put right up and you're ready to go again. You can see how it's kind of coming along there. Oh. We don't need anybody to call us. We're painting, right? Okay, there's what we have so far. That's fun, huh? Super cute. So we're just about ready. My black, I'm gonna hit it again, kind of get it to dry, and then we'll put our stencil on, and then we'll probably come back and hit everything else we need to kind of finish it up, and then get our stencil paint on. For the sake of live video, I'm trying to speed up the drying process a little bit more, right? Okay, so here's what we got. Now this is where our stencil is going to go. So I think we're going to go ahead. Let me see here. Let me see. What do we want to do? I think we're going to leave that on there. Okay, so now we put the transfer tape on our stencil. So, oh geez. lost myself here on the computer. So now what we're going to do is peel this off of here and get it onto our door hanger. So this should, if it's on there really good, just peel off nice and smooth. And of course, never fits. Okay, so this peels right off. So now you have this, and this is what goes on the black section here of our door hanger. So what you're gonna just want to do is kind of find both of the ends and just get it nice and centered. And we cut that to just be right about the same width across as our door hanger. So you're just gonna have a little bit of extra room on each side. Works out perfect. So I'm using my little tool again. So now I want to make sure that my stencil sticks to my paint really well. So you really gotta use a little good old-fashioned, and I'm shaking the camera, huh? Elbow grease to get that on there really good. So the good thing about if you decide that you want to purchase the kit and make this one on your own is that you will have the supply list. You can do it whenever you want to do it. You'll get all the stuff shipped straight to you, and then you can purchase whatever colors. Maybe you don't want a white background. Maybe you want to do it, blue or something like that, and then do your leopard print. Maybe you even want your stripe blue instead of black. So you can do whatever colors you want, and you can kind of do it at your own pace. Then you can just come back and watch the video again and kind of go step by step, and then you'll know exactly what to do. So you didn't have to, you won't necessarily have to do it with me, but you'll be able to watch this, and then you'll see the steps, and you'll have all of your supplies with you, and you'll be ready to go. Okay, so when you think you've got this stencil on there really good, and sometimes it has mind of its own, so you really have to kind of work at getting that stuck down really good. Then you just take your transfer tape and you peel this off of your stencil. Of course, the drier the paint is, the better. It sticks a lot better. Again, for the sake of this video, we're trying to get it done fast, but yours will stick down really well when it has plenty of time to dry. Anybody out there that has a Cricut machine? Anybody have a Cricut that they like to use for different projects and things? So many different craft projects that you can use with that. All right, we're getting there. Just about got it all. So our little welcome, or hello winter, not welcome. We're gonna paint this part white. Okay, so we got the transfer tape off. So it can just go back on. And back on the back to the stencil there, so you can save it and you can reuse those lots of different times, so that's good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go back and press down on the stencil, just making sure it's on there really good, nice and smooth. You don't want any bubbles around any of the letters. You want it stuck down there really good. I'll show you kind of what it looks like here. Okay. So you can kind of see. So there's my stencil that's on there. So now we are going to use our little foam brushes again. Just a little white paint. And then what you want to do is just stencil right over, I don't know if I can show it to you now, right over the letters. And so this is also kind of like our stencil brushes. You don't want to paint back and forth. You just want to kind of stipple and press it on there. Okay, so I've got all of the hello, and you'll, with a white lettering, you'll definitely have to come back and do this a couple times, but with white, you really have to let it dry in between too. Okay, so you really can't tell, probably just from watching, but I have the white on all of the different little letters there. And like I said, if you, you'll definitely have to use more than one coat. So if you don't get a spot, don't worry about it the first time because you'll see it. You'll definitely be able to see it through. So kind of let that set. I'm going to hit it with the blow dryer again real fast. Okay, so like I said, anytime you're using white, you'll have to do multiple coats. So even when I did white on the base coat here before we got started, I had 2 coats of white. I did the first one and because it's always pretty streaky, let it dry really good and then do another coat, and then that way it's a little bit easier. So we'll let this white go. Hi Sheila, have you ever thought about making Mardi Gras items? You're so welcome. I actually love Mardi Gras. We always, if my daughter's still watching, we used to always have a big dinner on Fat Tuesday, and we always tried to talk about that and everything. But being here in Kansas, I know it's gonna shock you, but nobody decorates for that. Like it's not that big of a deal. There's, I think, a couple places in so I live outside of Wichita, Kansas, and Wichita is the biggest town around, but there's a couple places that you can get a king cake. But I worked at a place one time where somebody brought in a king cake and nobody knew the story behind it. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, yes, you're right though. I should just make them because I enjoy making it, and you know, everyone else like you where you're at, you celebrate it. Just because us Kansans don't doesn't mean anything, right? When we used to have the best restaurant in Wichita that had all of that kind of food, and they went out of business, and my husband and I were so sad. It was so good. So that needs to go on my planner. See what I can do. So I'm going back with the second coat here on the hello. Second coat will probably do the trick. I'll have to send you a king cake. I would love it because I bet you it's better than what I could get around here for sure. I was asking earlier, are your Christmas decorations still up, or are you an early taker downer? Mine are still up. I've taken down on the 26th before, but this year it was just nice to relax. We didn't do a thing, and the thought of taking it down was way more work than what I was interested in. And if you did take down all your Christmas decorations, your house is probably sad. I always think it looks so bare after I take down all the Christmas. So I was excited to start on some winter things. I get to display some of my items at our local city building for winter and for the month of January, so I was kind of excited about that. So that kind of got me going on winter things a little earlier. Okay, so second coat, like I said, you could definitely kind of look at it a little closer. If you missed a spot the first time, you're definitely going to see it. So you can go back and hit those again. but your two coats of white are usually pretty good. So there's that. What are you guys thinking about the leopard print? You think it's pretty cute? Think you could try that little technique? In case you missed it, I'll show you a clean one. The leopard prints were done with these flat stencil brushes. So you just kind of stipple instead of, you don't paint with them like this, you just kind of go like that. And that's what makes your little designs. Still replacing. Oh, so you went from Christmas straight to Mardi Gras decorations. I like that. That's a great idea. Do you leave your tree up all year round? I'd be interested in knowing that, because man, I've thought about doing that for sure. All right, gonna hit it with the air a little bit. So you do, yes, that's awesome. I love that. You will have to share some of your pictures with me throughout, throughout the year. I would love to see that. That is really something that I have thought about doing. Okay, so while this is kind of finishing up, we're gonna make our bow real quick. Oh, hang tight. So I just have two ribbons for this one, kind of just a plain black and white, and then our leopard print. So I'm just gonna make a quick little fun bow for the top of this one. So you know I got my easy bow maker here, because literally it's the easiest thing for bows. So this one's going to be kind of tiny because we just have a bow kind of right here in this little corner. So Sheila, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but my husband and I visited New Orleans for the first time just last October, and it was so fun. No, it comes out. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I love that. Darn, that darn COVID has just ruined so many different things. But yes, we were right there in New Orleans right before Halloween. And that was a great time to go because there were so many things decorated. But it was really fun to see. And that was quite an experience because we had never been there before. And to be real honest, I can't imagine being there during Mardi Gras because there was a lot of people when we were there in October. And it was busy, especially, you know, after 5 o'clock, it was super busy. So I cannot even imagine what it would be like. So I'll have to think about now what I'm going to make for, yes, you are so right about that. Strictly for adults. So I guess I could do like, I was just kind of trying to think of what I could do for Mardi Gras. I'll have to do some searching. See what I could do. I love those colors though. this metallic gold actually would be pretty good to use. That gold would be good to use in something like that too. Okay, so we've got this now. Tie this off. So again, just to kind of touch base on that, the kits that I have available, which the link is in the comments, if you want to purchase a kit for... Husband's sneaking through our live video, and if you heard something earlier, my son was getting water out of the fridge. That was it. Family show here. We're nothing crazy going on, but my husband just sneaked past to go, like he knew that he shouldn't be here or something, which no big deal. Okay, so if you purchase the kit, sorry, get off base. You're going to get the round door hanger, which it won't be painted. It would actually be just plain like this. You're going to get a supply list of what you need, and the stencil. You're going to get the Hello Winter stencil, and then you're going to get a bow to go on your door hanger. So then all you would have to do is purchase whatever paint colors that you wanted to use, and you could come back and watch this live video if you needed kind of a step-by-step instruction, but then you could do it, make yours at home if you want, if you're a crafty kind of person, or you could purchase one from me, or you could just buy the kit and do it yourself. So anyway, the link is in the comments for those if you're interested in buying the kit, and it'll say what all you get on it. But so here's our little leopard bow. All right, let's see where we're at here with this being dry. Let's hit it again, and then we'll take our stencil off. Okay, so now we've got our stencils nice and dry. We've got it covered really well. So now I'm just going to work on taking it off. And it's just going to peel right off of our black. You know, last year I was doing some different classes for wreath making, which I do still love to make wreaths too, but boy, I tell you what, that's something that is probably going to be a while before that happens, these in-person classes. That's why I truly came up with a kit idea for anyone who wanted to do it at home, just because I don't know when it's going to be that we can do an in-person class again. Some people are doing it from their homes and things like that, and in really small groups, but and I was only ever doing like 10 people at a time anyway, so it's nothing major, but it's just kind of a thing in the past really right now, is to go out to a paint party or something like that. So it's more of whatever you can do online. So hopefully we'll be back to some in-person things before too long. Okay, so now I'm just using my little weeding tool. When you pull your stencil off, you're gonna have the inside of E's and R's and things like that that you have a little bit to get, that'll have to come out. Like you can see there's a little black spot there. So you can use this, you can use like an X-Acto knife, you could use a really sharp end of a pencil to kind of pull those out. Just how anything that you need. You don't necessarily have to have this little tool. That just kind of is part of what came with the Cricut. Okay, so there's our greeting, the little hello winter. So now I'm just going to take off our paint strips here. And if you had anything on this that needed a little touch up, you could definitely go back and touch up, whether it be the white or the black on your lettering here. Maybe something that didn't get on there. So now I'm just going to kind of go back and do a little bit more leopard along those parts. And this guy will be just about done. Well, I say that. I'll have to dry really good and then it'll get polyed before mine gets shipped out. But if you were making one of your own, you would be just about done. Okay, so if you missed it in the beginning, I've just got some plain brown for my leopard spots. I've got my flat stencil brush and I'm just going to kind of go right up against the black here. It can be all kinds of different shapes. It can be a round circle. It can be kind of an L. I have something that's totally closed. I might just kind of have a little half moon looking one. That's really the fun part about it, is it can be any way you want it. Okay, so I've got those parts filled in. I'm just going to do the little top up here. Well, Kansas is supposed to be getting ice and snow tonight. And I don't care for the ice, but the snow wouldn't hurt my feelings, even though it was almost 60 degrees on Christmas Day. A little bit of snow might actually be nice. Okay, so I kind of filled in those little pieces there. And then I'm going to go back. I use a little smaller stencil brush than the one I did the brown with, and just going to take a smaller one and do the gold for the center spots. Okay, so I got those painted here. So tell me if you think you're interested in making your own. Think you could handle it? There we have it. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. So now I'm going to let that dry really good. I've got some touching up along the black I'll have to go back and do. So I'm going to dry really good. I will drill the holes for the door hanger here on the top of this. And I use a staple gun. I'll have to staple our bow right there. So I'll get those two things finished up, and then this is going to be ready to go. This one actually is pretty easy. If you have, mess up with a stencil brush, it really actually kind of makes it look even better than what it is. So that's a good thing about that. So anyway, there we have it. Now, again, if you want to purchase, of course you can purchase this door hanger from my website, or you can purchase the kit. And in the kit, you would get the 18-inch, so it's big, 18-inch round door hanger. It's not going to be painted, it's unfinished. You would get your stencil with the transfer tape on it, so it's ready to go, your supply list, and then your bow. So all you would have to do would be paint it yourself, and then you would put your, however you want to hang yours, or maybe even you want to just kind of set it somewhere, like by a fireplace or something, might be fun. And so anyway, and then you could use whatever paint colors you want, any design that maybe matches your decor and things like that, and just kind of make it your own. So that's fun too. The link for that is in the comments, and then I will share a picture. Of course, you guys have seen it before because I've made a couple others already and shared the picture. So this one will be ready to ship out once it dries and gets finished up and everything. So anyway, hope you learned maybe how to at least do a leopard print, if nothing else, or what a stencil brush is if you didn't know what that was before tonight. Anyway, or just enjoyed watching. So anyway, thanks so much. Happy Monday night. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday, and if I don't see you before, which who knows, maybe I will, have a great new year. It can only get better, right? That's what we can hope and pray for. So anyway, have a great night, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Message me if you have any questions. Bye.